Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Dear students, today we are going to do the remaining textual questions of Papachi's Moth. Yesterday we wrote character sketch of Papachi, and today I have compiled character sketch of Mamachi. Character sketch of Mamachi. I will read it out. Mamachi's actual name was Shoshama Appi. Mamachi was a brilliant lady, though being practically blind. She was 17 years younger than her husband. In spite of her husband's rude, arrogant behavior and cruel treatment to her, she never protests against him. She rather persists with it and was used to his brutal behavior. It had become a part of her life. Mamachi was a talented lady, as she was excellent in the preparations of jam and pickles, which had brought her fame in Yemen. But her husband was not supportive to her. She still excelled in her job and never uttered a word against his husband. This displays soft, resilient, and loving nature, which is symbolic for a woman who devotes her life for her loved ones. So this is the character sketch of Papachi. We I have compiled few very important things regarding Mamachi. As Mamachi was a very strong lady, her real name was Shushama Ape, and she was 17 years younger than her husband. She was very patiently bearing all the rude, arrogant behavior of her husband. She never protests against him, and she was very good in her business of making jam and pickle. She never got any support from her husband, and this all shows his strong character, his her strong character, her soft and resilient nature, which is the most wanted character in a woman. Woman is known to be resilient, to be soft, to be very emotional, and she always devotes her life for the betterment of her family. Same was the thing that is played by the Mamaji in her character. So I have framed this out here. You will note it down on your book, and if I have not mentioned anything that you think is necessary, you will write that as well. So the next textual question is, I never want this to happen again, he told his father. Ever. Who says it and why? And next question is that I never wanted this to happen again, he told his father. Ever. We have to say who said these words and why he said these words. As we have understood this very lesson by paraphrasing, I hope you would be remembering that Papachi's son has said these words, and I have compiled it over here. Papachi's son Chaco says these words. He has come home for summer vacations from Oxford. He found Papachi beating Mamachi in study. Chaco twisted Papachi's hand around his back and warned him that it should not happen again ever. So these words were said by the son of Papachi and Mamachi, namely Chaco, when he came back to spend his summer vacations at his home in Yemenum, and one day he saw Papachi was as usual beating her wife, and he stopped him his father Papachi, and twisted his hand and warned him that he should never do this again with her mother, Mamachi. Now the third textual question is, Ammo told the twins that Mamachi was crying more because she was used to him than because she loved him. In the light of statement of Mamachi's daughter, comment on the relationship between Mamachi and Papachi. When